Hey guys, welcome to Kia's Fusion Kitchen. Today we will be making baklava from scratch. This Turkish classic is a rich sweet made of layers of crispy phyllo pastry filled with chopped crunchy nuts and drenched in syrup or honey. Sounds delicious already? Let's not waste time then. Get set and go! First, let's make the dough for the phyllo pastry. In a bowl, add the flour, salt, eggs, water, vinegar, and I forgot to add butter here. You please add that too. Now start mixing this either by hand or using a stand mixer. Once the dough comes together, knead it for a good 10 minutes until the dough is soft and supple. As I forgot to add the melted butter earlier, I am adding it here. At any point, if you feel the dough is too sticky, add some more flour and continue to knead. After you finish kneading, the dough should be non-sticky and should be easy to work with. Our dough is now ready. Transfer this into a greased bowl, cling wrap and let it rest for an hour. Now in a plate or a bowl, add a quarter cup of corn flour and a tablespoon of all-purpose flour. Give this a mix. This is the flour we will be using for dusting while working with the dough. Set this aside. Here's the pan I am going to use to bake the baklava. This is 7.5 by 5 inches. You could use any baking pan of your choice, but be sure to measure out and roll the dough accordingly to fit the pan. With the dough that we have made already, we can make baklavas in 2 such pans. It's been an hour and our dough has rested well. Now dust your work surface and roll the dough into a log. Divide it into smaller portions so that it's easier to work with. Roll this dough into a thinner log and cut and measure out 20 balls of 15 to 20 grams each. We will need 20 phyllo sheets. Now let's work with one dough ball at a time. Keep the rest of the dough covered at all times with a cling wrap or a slightly damp cloth. Now dust the work surface and the rolling pin and roll the dough into a small disc. Dust it again with flour on both sides and set it aside. Keep it covered. Similarly, roll and dust the next one and stack it on the previously rolled disc. Repeat for all 20 dough balls and make stacks of 5 discs each. If you are comfortable working with more sheets at a time, you can always stack more. Now take one stack and start rolling again. We need to roll it paper thin and big enough to fit into our baking pan. At any point, if you feel the sheets are sticking to each other, then gently peel them off and dust with flour and stack them up again and continue rolling. Our sheets are ready. Now with the pizza cutter, cut them to the size of our baking tin. Separate them and dust them with more flour before stacking and keep covered until later use. Repeat with the rest of the sheets. Our phyllo sheets are ready. Let's make the nut filling. I'm using a food processor, but you can chop it by hand or use a mixer. Add the nuts, sugar and cinnamon powder and pulse it just for a few seconds. We need chunky nut mixture, not powder. The nut filling is ready. Now let's assemble the baklava. First, grease the pan with melted butter and lay out the first phyllo sheet. Now you can either butter every layer or every 2 layers. It's totally up to you. Repeat this layering until we have placed 6 phyllo sheets. Don't worry about a few tears and folds. they'll get covered. Butter the sixth or the top phyllo sheet and sprinkle 1/3 of the nut mixture. Cover with 4 more sheets, buttering each one of them or every 2 sheets as done earlier. Now butter the top sheet and spread out a second portion of the nut filling. Cover with 4 more sheets, again buttering all or every 2 of them. Butter the top sheet and spread out the last third of the nut mixture and cover with the remaining 6 sheets, again buttering them as you desire. But this time do not butter the top sheet yet. We have one last step to do. Cut the baklava in diamonds or squares and then butter the top layer. Now this is ready for the oven. Bake in a preheated oven at 150 degrees Celsius for about 45 minutes to 1 hour or until golden and crisp. Meanwhile, let's make the sugar syrup. In a pan, add the sugar, water, honey, lemon juice and the peeled orange zest and bring this mixture to a boil. When it starts boiling, reduce the flame to low and simmer it for 8 to 10 minutes. Let it cool completely. Remove the orange zest before use. Our syrup is ready. And so is our baklava. Pour the syrup over the baked baklava and let it sit for 4 to 5 hours before serving. Garnish with some grated pistachio and you are ready to savor one of the classic desserts in the world. Do give this a try and let me know how it went for you in the comment section below. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel and don't forget to click on the bell icon. Thanks for watching.